Hello students, welcome back to Mizo Study video classes, and in today's class I need not to introduce the topic or any detail because it is mentioned over here everything. Fine. So today we are going to start the discussion of questions based upon this chapter, that is mechanical properties of solids. You know, this chapter is very interesting and most important is very simple. You need not to learn so many complicated topics or some derivations or something like that. Okay. So without wasting any moment, let's start the discussion. Procedure of the questions and discussions is going to be same as we are following from last so many videos. So here comes your question number 1. Now this question is slightly different in thinking, that is, what is more elastic, water or air? Now I was initially thinking to put the question like iron and water or something like that, but then I thought let's put the air. Now air comes, then a point comes in your mind, what about air? Air is not anything associated with solid and we are discussing the solids. So we are just trying to understand the characteristics, we are just trying to apply the concepts on all type of materials. Fine. So because it is under 1 mark category, so I will definitely explain you some simple points, or you can say I only suggest the aspect of the answer that is required from the point of view of 1 mark. So first is, what is more elastic? So your answer should be water is more elastic. Fine. You can even write down this much only, water. What is more elastic? Water. Fine. Now what about water, air? Why? Why water is more elastic? So simple answer is, basically elasticity is something which is inversely proportional to compressibility. So why? Because air is more compressible. This is the region. Fine. So this is the answer of the question number 1. You can write down like this, or in simple terms you can say, what is more elastic? Water. Why? Air is more air can be more compressible because of this reason. So then students comes question number 2. What is the value of modulus of rigidity for a liquid? Now here this question is not simple, for which I can say just write down the answer of this question as 0. Answer is 0, no doubt, but there is a bigger aspect of putting this question. And what is that bigger aspect? That bigger aspect is, if you analyze all these details, you will find that there are various you can say terms associated with this particular chapter. So one is rigidity, Young's modulus, you can say Poisson's ratio, all these terms. So the point of putting this question is simple. Please try to remember specific aspects and values of these constants: bulk modulus, Young's modulus, rigidity, Poisson's ratio, like this. Fine. So the point of putting this question is this. Then comes question number 3. Once again my simple suggestion, about 2 marks. So please read the instructions. Distinguish between elasticity and plasticity of materials. It is a theoretical question and it is for 2 marks. So at least you should provide around 2 lines, like 7 to 8 words for each answer. Fine. So first is elasticity. Then second comes plasticity. If you try to recall the initial days of this chapter when I was explaining, and the videos I hope now with you, you must have watched it. So at that point of time I explained with the help of this chalk holder and other things. So what is the elasticity? Means if I am applying a force on any object and if I am removing that external deforming force, then the object will able to regain its original shape, size, dimensions, that is elasticity. Plasticity is something that if I am applying a force, deforming force on any object and removing the force, object is unable to retain its original shape, size, dimensions. Example, for this elastic material you can say metal balls, steel balls. For this plasticity material you can mention like clay, wet clay, something like that, fine. So I don't think there is point of writing like this. You can mention whatever I mentioned, fine, in the words, and also in videos I provided the exact and detailed explanation of elasticity, plasticity. No material is perfectly elastic or perfectly plastic. Basically whatever the material we have, they are in the category of in between that. Say for example this yellow color chalk, if I am applying a deforming force, more force, ultimately it is breaked. So now it will not able to attain its original shape and size. Similarly this duster, if I am applying a force like this, deformed, removing the force, original shape, size. So like that, fine. Then question number 4. Length of a metal wire is L1 when the tension in the wire is T1 and L2 when the tension is T2. Find the original length of the wire. Now this question is really required some sort of understanding. Let us say I have a wire, say for example like this, fine. If I am applying tension T1, then change in the length is L1, new length, and if I am applying some next tension, next force T2, then change in the length is L2. You have to find out what exactly the value of this length, that is the aspect of this question. So now let me allow to mention all these aspects over here so that you can easily understand. Fine, let us take a look over here. The question is in front of you. I will use this space to explain, fine. Now case 1, you cannot use this method exactly in the examination hall, but I am elaborating in depth. You have to use a short method, fine. Case 1 is change in length is equal to how much? That is L1. So you can say L1 minus L, increased minus original. Then comes case 2. Again change in length is equal L2 minus L, fine. So now from here I can use that Young's modulus equation y is equal to, fine. So when I use this equation, so I can directly, I am writing it directly, you can also do that, fine. But if you are unable to recall some terms or something like that, you have to use the rough space in the answer sheet. So y is equal to T1 upon A means area, cross sectional area of the wire, T1 upon A into L upon L1 minus L, stress upon strain, fine. F upon A upon delta L upon L, this is one relation. Also I can write down in similarity that T2 upon A into L upon L2 minus L. I hope there is no problem to anyone with this, fine. So Young's modulus is going to remain same because material is same. So from this line I can write down that T1 L2 minus T1 L, T1 L2, yes, minus T1 into L is equal to T2 L1 minus T2 into L. T1 L1 minus T1 L, T2 L1 minus, yes, correct. So now from this relation, by arranging the terms, you can directly write down that the L is equal to T2 L1 minus T1 L2 upon T2 minus T1. Yes. Let me allow to use this space, and the name of this equation, let us say 1. Fine. So simply from 1, what I can write down? I can write down L is equal to T2 L1, just arranging the terms, minus T1 L2 upon T2 minus T1 upon T2 minus T1. So just by arranging the terms, you can easily find out the answer of this problem. Then comes question number 5. Now, question number 5 and 6 are for 3 marks, these two questions. So please be specific. Explain elastic behavior of solids. See, this question is not a difficult one, but it is in 3 marks. Please analyze with me. Explain elastic behavior of solids. Now, there is no specific boundary if you are not well prepared for these type of questions. You may start writing something else, I may start writing something else, then we will keep on explaining this and that, blah blah. Now, what exactly required over here? First thing, what is elasticity of a solid? So mention that in one line first. Fine. I am giving you the idea how you can write down. So first thing you should write down about this is explain elasticity. And that elasticity in simple terms, if you are unable to recall anything, no problem, don't worry, simply say, if I will apply a deforming force on any object, maybe the shape size of the object will change, and if I will remove the deforming force within the limits of the elasticity, the object may attain its original shape size again. Now, then you have to go deeper inside micro analysis. Now, why it is happening? Because of the intermolecular forces. These forces are attractive in nature, they act between the molecules of the material. If I am telling you 3 lines, at least 1 line you can retain. So, explain elasticity. Second thing you should do, write about intermolecular forces. Then you can mention examples. Okay? Because if I will write down the exact word by word answer, everyone is not going to follow that. Definitely you will think, why I should follow the words given by the teacher. Let us try to find from our side, because the material is with us, the videos are with us. Also, if you are to be too specific, try to recall, in one of my initial videos I gave you a graph like this. You can draw this graph of energy and distance, that graph also you can draw. So this way you can provide the answer of these questions, and then you can score good marks. Fine. So there is a specific methodology of writing the answers of these slightly long questions. Okay. Then comes question number 6. Now students, this question is really important one. I hope the entire question is visible to you. Explain Poisson's ratio. Okay, there are different parts, and in 3 marks you can say I can easily bifurcate marks for each part. Explain Poisson's ratio. So you can say this is maybe for 1 mark. Okay. What are theoretical and practical values of Poisson's ratio for all substances? Fine. So you can say the last part is for 2 marks. So let us start the situation. Now, why we are interested to find out the Poisson's ratio? What exactly? Okay. Forget everything. Let us try to understand. Let us say I have a cylindrical wire. Okay, listen carefully. I will explain you what is this, but listen first. Let us say I have a cylindrical wire like this. But if you go through our videos very properly, I explained this. I hope you are revising. But anyway, now if I extend the wire, length will increase, radius will decrease. If I compress the wire, length will decrease, radius will increase. It means I am doing one thing, but 2 type of effects are coming into picture. So here 2 strains are associated, fine, for this wire. That is longitudinal strain number 1, longitudinal strain, that is defined as delta L by L. I hope you will find this explanation simple. Then second is lateral strain. Fine. Second is lateral strain. Okay. It is defined as minus delta R upon R. R is what? Radius. Delta R is change in radius. Why minus? Minus because if L will increase, I mean extension, R will decrease. If L will decrease, R will increase. So because of that reason, this minus sign. Now Poisson's ratio means PR, fine, not public relation. Poisson's ratio means this lateral strain upon longitudinal strain ratio. So you can say Poisson's ratio is a pure number because it is the ratio of 2 strains. Strain itself has no dimensional formula, fine, no unit, it is a pure number. So this lateral upon longitudinal, that is Poisson's ratio. Now if you will write down this much, the examiner will give you full marks. I mean there is no scope of cutting the marks, fine. After that the value, theoretical value, practical value, I will mention that again, but it is very properly explained in the theoretical video, fine. So this value is -1 to 0.5 theoretical and practical is 0 to 0.5. Okay, this is the aspect of Poisson's ratio. So now let us move on to question number 7. Okay. So let me allow to move. This is your question number 7 in 5 marks. Discuss at least 3 important applications of elasticity. Now students, this question is an open question for all of you. Open in the sense I am giving you liberty. Basically I am not anyone who can define the liberty, but the person who is designing your question paper. By these type of questions, the examiner is giving you liberty to apply your own studies, fine. So here you can mention, it is not like that only things mentioned in the books, no. If you can, basically they want to check, is it like that you have the understanding of the practical application of whatever you are learning in your books. So important application of elasticity. Now I would like to mention few important applications of elasticity. Say for example, construction of flyovers using metal beams. That is iron, very elastic in nature. So, you can place lot of load onto that. It is calculated by means of y is equal to F upon A upon delta L upon L. Then you can say for example, you are visiting any hilly station in let us say Himachal or Uttarakhand. There they have this ropeway, fine, it is also in Kashmir. So, that ropeway, that is also one important application of elasticity, and there are so many examples. My suggestion is try to find out at least 5 practical applications. Okay, read out, think about, use Google, do Google. So, I mean these things will definitely give you some interesting aspect of the topic. Now, let us move on to question number, and in these type of questions for 5 marks or so, you will score more marks if you mention something which is interesting, fine, not bookish always. Then comes question number 8, 4 marks. A spherical ball contracts in volume by this much when subjected to a normal uniform pressure of 100 atmospheres. Calculate the bulk modulus of the material. Now, students, I would like to suggest all of you, calculation part is something that I will not tell you, fine. What is important? Now, from this question I can say one thing with surety, that I have to use this formula. Now, everything is given to you, 180 atm, that is P given. Now, what about delta V and V? So, delta V and V I will say 0.01 upon 100, fine. Put the values, solve it. My point here not to provide you the solution, but my point is something great. That great aspect is, if these type of questions numericals are asked, there is a perfect possibility you can score 4 by 4. How? First, mention the formula, explain the identity of each term, write down this formula, then mention, where B is bulk modulus of the material, P is atmospheric pressure, delta V change in the volume, V is original volume. Then write down the values, put them properly, calculate them correctly, and don't forget to mention the units, fine. So, if this way you can calculate, definitely you can score really good marks. Then comes question number 9. This is again in the category of 4 marks. A wire suspended vertically from one of its ends is stretched by attaching a weight of this much. The weight attached stretches the wire by 1 mm. What is the elastic energy stored in the wire? Well, U is equal to half stress into strain into volume. Well known formula. So, that is half F upon A into delta L upon L into AL. No problem. A, L, L. So, what I will get? Half F delta L. Fine. Put the values, get the answer. Once again, no mistake please for calculation aspects, and that is why I am not doing the calculation. You should practice from your side, fine. Finally, students, it is question number 10. Okay. When the weight on a string is changed from 3 kg to 5 kg, enhanced, increased, the elongation changes from 0.61 mm to 1.02 mm. Okay. how much work is done during this extension of the string. Find the Young's modulus of material of the string if it is 1 meter in length and has a cross sectional area of 0.4 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square. Question is simple. Let me first explain you with the help of a you can say diagram. What is that diagram? Forget about this question. I am explaining something at this small space. Listen that carefully. Let us say this is the wire. Okay. Initially nothing extension, nothing like that. Attach a block. I think I should use some bigger space. Please try to move slightly away from this question. Let us say this is the wire. Fine. Attach a block. What will happen? Length will increase. Fine. Let us say it is W1 and let us say new length is L1, no problem. So, delta L is equal to L1 minus L. Now, in the same wire remove this W1. Okay. Let us say now it is W2. So, L2 minus L1. So, what is the work done? Work done means W is equal to U final minus U initial. And what is the formula of U? That is half stress into strain into volume. So, twice you have to apply the formula. Values are with you. It is given in the problem also. So, you can say this type of question is nothing but extension of question number 9, or they just want to give you the opportunity. Please student score full marks, because these questions are so simple, numerical problems. Fine, simply calculate them, ensure full marks. So, now let me allow to write down a basic formula, that is delta L is equal to FL upon AY. I hope everyone is going to be comfortable with this. So, from here I can write down Y is equal to FL upon A into delta L. Fine, all values are given, put the values, you can get the result of the terms, and also you can calculate the Y in terms of Y is equal to F upon A. My dear students, values are given upon delta L by L, and the value of delta L you can calculate from here. So, it is a combination of two simple questions for 4 marks. Fine. So, this way we can say that I tried my best to give you the idea of this chapter. Well, there are 3 chapters, they are very simple: solids, then coming chapter is fluids, fine, then kinetic theory of gases. So, these 3 chapters basically talking about you can say the nature of the material, fine, types, states. So, this way we can say that by revising our topics in this manner, there are just 1 or 2 formulae in this chapter, and once you are go through with this chapter, please do not forget Hooke's law and that diagram of wire, elongation of wire like this. Fine. So, I think student we should stop over here. Very soon I will be coming back with a new video in the same sequence, fine, that is CBSE class questions answer discussions. So, till then take care of yourself, take care of the subject, have a nice time, thanks.